What is up, my little legends? We are back with another part of Doki Doki Literature Club. Let us hop in. In that case, I don't see any problem. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? Oh yeah, where we left off, we're gonna hang out with Yuri, so cool. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Just take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting up their limbs and asphyxiating them too. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyways, I'm really into it. Whoa, that book. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jen? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone else wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... Whoa, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, what did that say? My whole body what? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Ooh, shish kebabs. Oh my gosh, that startled me. Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not used to. That is reading in company with someone else. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I don't know if it's just because I'm playing this, like, really late or what, but, like, I'm already scared. Like, I don't know. It's, like, not even, like, a scary game. It's just so unsettling that it's scary. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just bathing in the feeling. Wow! Oh my goodness, I can't wait to go back when I'm editing and read that. I'm so curious. Unless, like, can we see it in the history? No. It's not there at all. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once We each lean in a little bit. Our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. You know, I feel like this could be a very cute moment, if not for the horrible, scary things that are happening. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep it up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri is no longer asking me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Whoa. Well, I guess it is a horror book that we're reading, so... Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. Yeah. Spoilers, Yuri. Oh my goodness. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling all right? Yeah, she's got a bit of a distressed look on her face. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing. Yuri puts a hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. All right, don't push yourself. Moo. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Yeah, Yuri's getting a little, not hysterical, but like manic? Yeah. Jen, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back in my bag. Time to share the poem. Who should I show the poem to first? Yuri's not even an option right now because she's gone, so I guess Natsuki. I could have went with Monika first, I guess, but... I liked your last one better. Oh yeah, well, this was a Yuri poem, I think. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I could tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, if everyone in the club writes really different from each other, maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Ooh, she jelly. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Okay, this poem... Yeah, this poem is the exact same, so I'm not going to bother reading it. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that if you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. So this dialogue is the same as before. But her comment about Yuri, I think, was different. I'm pretty sure. People need to learn respect for liking weird things, such as two of the girls in this club, whom I respectably won't name. Okay, that is different. Kind of ironic that even in one place of my comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so ooh. Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. Oh, she's mad. Who should I show my poem to next? Monika. Hi again, Jen. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright, great job, Jen. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh, we made a Yuri poem the last time too, because this dialogue is the same. So that's kind of funny. Oopsies, oh well. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that is probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we're all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. I'm guessing, yeah, her poem is different. So only her poem seems to be different. That's interesting. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating, I don't know what that says. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless poem of meaningless? Whoa. Oh, it continues. Delete her. So is that why there's... Oh... Is that why there's the files in the desktop area? Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. I'm excited to see what Monika's writing tip of the day is. This is when things get weird, I find. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Good for the reminder, Monika. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, I just got chills. I'm getting my blankie. I know I have a blankie, but a blankie. What am I, like 2? I don't know, I'm cold. Anyways. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Jen, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing. I feel like I'm valued, Jen. Aw, we made her happy. I would be way more thrilled if I wasn't waiting for a jump scare. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Jen? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Ooh. Her poem's different. And her poem's dirty. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning on axle grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with its human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, front gears and a ticking clock, a clock that takes 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks, every second time, a bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. Oh. A time-devouring prayer connecting to the sky of 40 gears and opened human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. That was a weird poem, and I don't know, that stain is disgusting me. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Oh no. The last special poem was horrendous. So Yuri's a little obsessive. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there were also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV, so the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Oh. Whoa. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poem, right? I am so spooked. Oh, we have something that we need to go over today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Do you hear that? Oh, the noises. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. It's like a it's like a fleshy, weird noise. Well, sort of. Oh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just ended up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. This is a concern of mine as well. What's happening? Where'd my game go? Am I gonna get jump scared? Oh god, okay, it just went black and I had to click. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Wah. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Ugh, creepy. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Jen joined and we started doing some club activities, but this isn't time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know. And what's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at this the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that... Oh, I thought the music was weird, but I think we're good. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. Okay, I think I'm just like paranoid because now I'm just like thinking things are happening and I'm just creeping myself out. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it is something small. Right, Jen? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Jen to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Jen joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Jen isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monika's clearly taken back by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Jen want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Jen, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you've no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Jen, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. Aw, this is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious Brad? Oh, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Oh my gosh, nobody would cry if she killed herself. Ah! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decisions for the club. What about you, Jen? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an direct answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities. She's crying blood! Are their own qualities in a special way. Oh, it was just for like a minute there, right? Or, oh, with each change in member. No, something weird is glitching up there. Oh yeah, it's just her eye still. It's like every time I like go to read, it, it happens. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Jen? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat with Jen, well, a little bit with Jen before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. And it's important for me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye. Go get that eyeball checked out. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Chen, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And really, I do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are only real people here. She's not like a human trapped in a game, is she? You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. That is the kind of weird thing. You'd think if Monika was like in control or something, we'd be hanging out with her a lot more. But it seems like we never even get the option to. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk about you with. Oh, well, things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No, why? Stop it. Oh. She's not in control. Monika obviously definitely still wanted to talk to us, but the game, like, continued without her. Okay. Natsuki poem now, I guess? Games. Childhood. Oh! Someone down there jumped. Okay. Chocolate. Yeah, was that Monika? That's funny. I don't think we ever had a Monika word before. Flying. Pure? Swimsuit? Happiness. Oh, they jumped again. Let's see. Anime. Oh. I would have thought she would have liked anime. Rose? Oh, no. Papa. Yeah. She's got a bit of a weird thing going on. Sunny. Nice, nice. Kiss? Oh, what is this? When did that start doing that? Candy. Oh, okay. Romance? Jumpy. Cute. Play. Oh. Who is that down there? That must be Monika. Puppy. Peace? Love. Okay. Something scary gonna happen? Hi, Jen. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. That's Yuri. She's getting a little Monica, I told you not to. Ugh, is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversation with your insolent yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did something about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Oh. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Monica. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination. I feel so bad for Natsuki. I feel like Natsuki is just getting such like the worst end of everything. I don't know. But I guess passion. But I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for festivals too. Anyway, Jen, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Jen is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time better is a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Ugh, I'm scared already. Kuh. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah! Oh my god! Ah! I'm back! Thanks for waiting patiently. Jen, do you like oolong tea? Ooh, I like oolong tea. Yeah. Anything is fine. Anything is fine after what we just witnessed. That was weird. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I really should do anything less when making a cup of tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Haha. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Jen. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Jen, I have another request. You know what I was just thinking? We were attempting to go down the Natsuki route. And it is like super not letting us. Because like 2 of the poems have been for Natsuki. But Yuri's like pushing her way in super duper aggressively. I don't know, that's just interesting. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my, your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Definitely her posture. Speaking of, make sure my posture is good. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. To retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri sighs closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book. I end up in the position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already too focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me as if she needs to confirm what just happened. Jen, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Jen. Suddenly, Yuri first forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Jen. My heart won't stop pounding, Jen. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Jen? Yuri suddenly presses my head against her chest. Why is this happening to me? Oh, this is weird. I can feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Oh, her expression. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Her eyes. Oh my god, make this stop. Oh goodness. It's time to share poems. I've never been more happy to see Monika in my entire life. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's take a break from Yuri and go to Natsuki. Oh my gosh. Maybe playing this at night was a bad idea because I'm really creeped out. This one's alright. Alright? Yeah, it's at least better than yesterday's. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. I'm sorry, Natsuki. I was really trying to go down your route. I don't know what I did wrong. I made Yuri one poem. And that was all it took, apparently. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. Oh my god, this isn't a poem. Ooh. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that, okay? This is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she just gets mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better with friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants to ignore it, us to ignore it. I'm so mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh my god. Oh no. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Jen? If you would just spend more time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. It's Monika, the black writing. I kind of had a feeling it wasn't the characters every time the black writing. I was like, no, that's not them. So it's Monika. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Oh! Just Monika! Oh! Who should I show my poem to next? Alright, Yuri. I'm a little apprehensive coming to you. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Jen, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? The poem wasn't even for her, but she's so far gone. Please. Sure, I don't care. You're really too nice to me, Jen. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. No, not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think of me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even... I don't want to read that. That's too uncomfortable. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you'll really want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. This says something. I honestly can't read it. And that looks like fluids that come from humans. Oh my gosh, though. This is very disturbing. Anyways, pause if you would like. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. Oh, you don't say, Yuri. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Whoa. Monika. All right, Monika. Jen, I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts... Oh... Isn't that kind of messed up? Huh, I am back. Had to grab a drink of water. So, let's return. Is that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just kind of gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have to get it together in the head. I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Monika is totally making the other club members just look horrible. Horrible, 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 so that she just looks like the ultimate best choice. I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should have it at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really hard on this poem, so I hope that's effective. Here goes. Oh. Geez, that really startled me. Monika, the game's breaking. Well, I guess I kind of messed up that, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. You were trying to do something to my computer, and you messed up and... I just thought I heard something. You messed up and made my computer get the blue screen. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnant air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monika, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm gonna make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And I'll give us all something to do. What about Jen? Jen is going to help me. Wait, you? Oh, we don't even get a choice this time. Monika's just full on claiming us. You have the easiest job, Monika. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would even know. Ooh, Natsuki. All you care about now is dragging Jen around with you in your stupid books. You and Monika. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Jen decide who he wants to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monika. Just let Jen make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez, Jen, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your mouth and let him decide for himself. Whoa, you shut your mouth. For God's sake, this is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? I'm gonna pick Natsuki. Whoa, my mouse. What? Look it. Okay, I'll put it up at the top and it goes to Monika. I'm gonna try to click Natsuki though. I don't want to pick Yuri. Oh. This might take a bit, but I'm not clicking on Monika. Oh. Oh. Monika, 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 Monika. Oh, who should we pick? I think we should pick Monika. This Monika. Yay, you picked me. We can be at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It's fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work then taking Jen for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Ooh, things are gonna get dark. The music stopped. Ha 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 ha! Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Oh god, Yuri's face, I just noticed. That's terrifying. Pulling Jen away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered, something yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I wanted to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Jen. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Jen, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day. Just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I can imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it make more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Jen. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monika is listening. Please, Jen, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even... Oh. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will only be yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Jen. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Okay, Natsuki warned us about this, and you know what? I'm gonna follow her advice, because last time with Sayori, I didn't follow her advice of like, Sayori was like, I don't want things to change, and then I changed things by being like, yeah, I love you, Sayori, and then horrible stuff happened. So this time, I'm following the game's advice, and I'm rejecting Yuri. I think I messed up. Oh my god. What is happening with this dialogue? I wonder if that's like if we can like decode that somehow. I don't have any patience to do that. But if someone out there decodes what this font is. Oh, is it... How long is this gonna go on for? Okay. What do I do? Do I exit the game? I don't even know. What? What do I do? Do I just keep... Should I hit skip? Oh. Whoa! It's... Okay, I'm just gonna hit skip. I don't know. It's been going on for so long. And now time is passing. Are we spending the weekend with her? Ugh. Monica's gonna be like, where are you? We're supposed to hang out on Sunday. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't stay and sit there and keep clicking, because as it was, I felt like I was clicking for 3 minutes straight and nothing was happening. I hope the game doesn't skip too much when I want to try to get back into it. Oh! Oh. Ew, she was starting to decompose, I think. Oh, Natsuki! Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? Yeah? Oh! I think she just saw Yuri on the floor. I'm here. Chen, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Jen? Yeah. Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. She's manipulating the game. I figured she was. Now she deleted Natsuki. I'm almost done. I just wanted to have a cupcake really quick. Monika lifts the foil from Natsuki's tray and takes a cupcake. Natsuki's deleted now though. So that all of that was deleted text, I guess. Ew. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Oh, Monika, what'd you do to the game? Monika, you're breaking it. Can you hear me? Is it working? Whoa. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Jen. Welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over the stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Jen. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything but about the real you. You know what, I think she was supposed to use my real name there, but I named myself Jen already. So I think she was breaking the fourth wall by being oh, you, Jen. But I named myself Jen in the game. Anyways, oh well. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? Nah, Monika, I clued on. I was I knew you were self-aware. That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that is out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I drove her to kill herself. I knew it! She was manipulating the characters. Oh, I totally knew it. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. You stole her out of the game. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. That's what I said. I was I thought so. I was she's trying to make them super undesirable to hype herself up. I knew it. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. Oh. So that's why, even though we were trying to go with Natsuki, like, it didn't matter anyways because Monika was already forcing Yuri's bad behavior to come forward. And the whole time, I barely even got time to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Jen? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Jen. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how really alone I am in the world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Jen. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Jen. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Jen, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. Monika, you just don't know anything else. Trust me, there's more to the world that you can't even see. Ugh. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Jen, will you go out with me? I guess we have no choice. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Jen. The funny part is, I mean that literally. Oh, that is so sad. Even though this game is just like that, it's just a game, I feel so bad. Like, she's trapped in this game and she literally knows nothing else besides the player. Her poems are making sense now. Like, now that I'm like looking back at it, I think her poems were symbolizing her actually staring out into the real world. I'm pretty sure. There's nothing left here, just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Jen. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. Yeah. You know what, Monika? I have access to files as well. I've seen them in that menu area. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. We have to delete Monika. I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Oh, she like delete herself? Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Ugh. Jump scare? No, Monika. Hey, that was Monika's head popping up. Okay. Monika, the poem's broken. Monika! Monika! Moyaka. I don't know. Let's just hurry this up. Boop boop boo. Boo doo 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 doo. Hi again, Jen. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Jen, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Ooh. Happy end, pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have ever been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. Yeah, you broke the fourth wall enough, Monika. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. So, is she trapped in the game? Or is she actually like a character that just has become self-aware? That's what I want to know. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file. Okay, I thought so, if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. So I'm guessing once Monika's done her, like, monologue or whatever, like, I'm thinking we can delete Monika. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Jen? Oh, maybe we're almost done now. I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Oh, hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. She knows I'm recording. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little rude for them to start recording me without warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can really do much except a couple of things. Oh my god, I'm scared. What is she gonna do? Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some, oh my god. Monika. Oh my god. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Jen. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. I just clued on that the game knows that I'm recording. You know, that kind of freaks me out about, like, things you install onto your computers. Shame on me. Shame on you, Monika, invading my privacy like I'm invading yours by recording you. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. I got tangled up in my headphones. There we go. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry, but I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I'm gonna save. Oh, there's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, I want to see something. Click on DDLC and what happens? Oh, what just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Jen, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try do something about it? Whatever it happens, I almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's really horrible. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Now, where was I? She felt the game get closed. Oh no, she's gone again. What is happening? Oh, there we go. Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little when you first joined the club. I really enjoy horror novels, but not horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them rely on easy tactics, like dark lighting and scary-looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff by just taking advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's different. The story of writing needs to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than just things being slightly off. I 100% agree, and you could say that again. That's basically what this is. It's just like, yeah, even if the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Yes, that is very true. Okay, I'm gonna try to delete Monika. Okay, I see it now. It took me a while to figure out, but there we have. So we can open and we can delete. Are you sure you want to delete Monika? All right. Back into it? You're back. It didn't work. Oh. Oh. What's happening? Chen, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Jen. Whoa. Please hurry and help me. Oh, help me. She's trying to reboot herself. Oh, that's sad. Did you do this to me, Jen? Did you? Did you delete me? Aww. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much. I trusted you. Do you want to just torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Ha! Jen, you completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. Ew. Ha! What's happening? Oh. I still love you. Oh, I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Aww. I mean, I've made up my mind. It sucks that Monika's like trapped in a game. Like that is so sad. Jen, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do that. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. Yeah, I'm thinking Monika's real and the other people are just code. I don't know. I love them all, and I love the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Oh... Oh, okay. Monika's gone. I have to check out this. I have to check this out. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Holy, this is a really long game, I just realized. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Jen. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we're children. Sayori, yay! I'm so happy she's back. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again. Jen, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Oh, well, you've been doing that for a while now. You know, I get that Monika was like, depressed and trapped in a game, but like holy, she made like Sayori and Yuri and Natsuki go down some dark paths. Holy. But you never said anything about it yet, even though we walk to school together every day. Yeah, well, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students. By the way, Jen, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really into... I start to say what I always do. I'm not interested in joining any club. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how can I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. So even our character being mean to Sayori, like that was even like manipulated by Monika. Interesting. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stand up, gather my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Chen! What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Okay, this is going on for a really long time, but like, I think I'll just go until we do another poem. I didn't realize the game was gonna go up for this long, or else I would have done 2 more parts. Okay, little legends, I had to take a break. I was like super exhausted and starting to fall asleep at the computer, I swear. But I am refreshed and I'm ready to continue the story. So let's do so. So you're the Jen that Sayori always talks about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Jen. We're the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Huh. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. That's funny. It's like very different because before they were all commenting on Natsuki. So that's interesting. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Chen, don't tell me. So this is what the actual Doki Doki Literature Club game was supposed to be, I think. That's interesting. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can officially become recognized as a club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Uh-huh. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. Whoa, that's funny. The game is so much more, like, welcoming and stuff. It's very interesting. Like, a very different change in atmosphere, that's for sure. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? Oh, I'm mixing up their voices. This is what happens when I take a break. How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. And it's interesting because nothing is glitching or anything, which makes me think that Monika is not from this game at all. Like, I literally don't think she's supposed to be in the literature club. Yeah, I don't know, Monika got trapped in this game somehow, because otherwise I feel like things would be wrong and glitching out if Monika was supposed to be here scripted. But since, you know, nothing weird is happening, that kind of proves my little theory I got going on. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, what? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen fluffy white cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori walks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Yeah, Natsuki's a lot more friendly this time too. Just like her total, like her demeanor. Like her personality is still kind of the same, but she's way more cheerful and not so aggressive. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. After Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? Okay, this is insane. I wonder how long this game's gonna go on. Like, are we gonna be playing the entire thing again? That'll be interesting. That's not insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Oh, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Yeah, so everything is almost the same, just subtle differences, and Monika's not here. So Jen, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. I wonder if the girls still have these, issues going on, though. Like Yuri's issues with her knives and Natsuki's, home issues. I wonder if those are still implemented in the game. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri. Well, about the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the clubroom. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Jen wants to read some manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Jen? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Oh, well, Natsuki. Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No, I've realized my error, so if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? Oh, they're best friends. I love it. If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. I agree, Sayori. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there. Oh, too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's... doing the wrong voice. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Jen. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Jen, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Hey, we never mentioned writing poems or anything. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. So, I wonder if poems weren't even in the literature club and that was just a Monika insert.
We're gonna make the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Jen, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to.
Ah, she hinted probably earlier. Yeah.
There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monika.
What?
That's right. I know everything she did. Maybe it's because I'm president now.
Ow! What?
But I already know everything, Jen. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you.
Oh,
Forever and ever.
Sayori's doing it now.
Forever.
No.
What's happening?
I won't let you hurt him. Monika!
Who? It hurts.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Jen. Goodbye, Literature Club. Aww. Oh. Oh.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Aww. I don't know why the ending got me emotional.
Have I found everybody a fun assignment
Whoa.
to do today?
Remove images. Delete successful. She's deleting.
You're here,
I think she's deleting the game.
for them anyway.
Remove image.
When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
I never got that one.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? leave you be.
Aww. How can such a dark game have such a cute ending? Oh. This is my final goodbye to the literature club. I finally understand the literature club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monika. Aww. Reset the virtual machine. So is that it? Oh my goodness. The game's gone. So I'm guessing, oops, you go into the files and you reset. Aww. Wow. I guess that would be if you wanted to like go back into the game and get like all the additional content. Because there's so much like that like the secrets. So 4, 8, 9, 10, like, yeah, because one of the 11 special poems, like that's just it. You can get so many random events as well as just choosing different options to get new events as well. And then I don't know how to unlock any of these like sketches or promo. I'm guessing perhaps like if I played the side stories, which I don't know if I'm gonna do unless someone super duper wants me to. They definitely feel free to ask in the comments if you would like to see that. Otherwise, I might not play. Might not play them. But I super duper loved this game. It was a pleasant surprise. I knew it was gonna get dark because I kind of had, that ruined to me that it starts cute and innocent and turns dark. But that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. It was still a very awesome game, and I'm excited to see if the creators of the game make anything else. I will definitely be playing that. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, become a little legend today, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.